There's something happening behind the scenes in the NFL that can no longer be ignored. The kind of silent movement that starts as a whisper, grows among executives and analysts, and suddenly transforms into a real possibility. And when it involves the Dallas Cowboys, you know it's not just anything. It's the kind of decision that could redefine the course of an entire franchise. In recent hours, signs have begun to emerge indicating that Dallas may be considering a bold move in the upcoming draft. We're not talking about small adjustments or safe picks. We're talking about aggressiveness, ambition, a potentially significant rise in the draft that would place the team among the top picks. A decision not made impulsively, but with a clear conviction that there's a specific target worth the risk. And when you start connecting the dots, it all leads to a name that's gaining more and more traction behind the scenes. A player who is not only promising, but who carries the expectation of immediate impact. A talent capable of shifting the balance of an entire defense from the very first snap. This type of player doesn't come around often, and when they do, franchises with big ambitions make big moves. Dallas has been making its priorities clear for some time now. Defensive rebuilding is no longer a future plan, it's an ongoing reality. Every piece added, every adjustment made, points to a very clear objective, to assemble a dominant, physical, and relentless defense. And within this context, it makes perfect sense to imagine that the front office is willing to go beyond the conventional to secure a player who can elevate this group to another level. The most impressive thing about this scenario isn't just the possibility of a trade, but what it represents. Moving up in the draft means giving up valuable picks, sacrificing depth in exchange for excellence. It's a calculated, yet still risky, gamble. And it's precisely this type of decision that separates competitive teams from teams that truly want to dominate. What's being discussed behind the scenes isn't just raw talent. It's impact. It's the ability to pressure quarterbacks, to break up plays, to force errors at crucial moments. It's the kind of presence on the field that completely changes how opponents plan their attacks. And when you combine that with a defense that's already been intensely shaped, the result can be simply terrifying for the rest of the league. Naturally, there's a cost. There always is. And that's where the debate becomes inevitable. Is it worth giving up multiple picks to secure a single player, however talented he may be? Is it worth accelerating the process and betting big now, instead of building more gradually? These are questions that divide opinions, but within a franchise with the history and pressure of the Cowboys, thinking big has never been optional, it's always been an obligation. There's also an emotional factor that can't be ignored. Cowboys fans don't just want to compete. They want to see the team at the top. They want to feel that the team is doing everything in its power to regain league dominance. And moves like this send a clear message, not only to the fans, but to all other teams. Dallas isn't satisfied with little. If this trade actually happens, it won't just be another draft pick. It will be a landmark. A turning point that could define the franchise's next few years. Because when you decide to move up, when you decide to pay the price, you're taking on an enormous responsibility. You're saying that you believe, without a doubt, that that player is the missing piece. And perhaps that's exactly what's happening now. An internal conviction growing, a certainty forming, a decision being prepared away from the spotlight. The kind of move that catches many by surprise, but makes perfect sense when it finally happens. Time is passing, the draft is approaching, and the tension is only increasing. Each new piece of information, each new rumor, reinforces the idea that something big may be about to happen. And if there's one thing every Dallas Cowboys fan knows, it's that when this franchise decides to act, the impact is felt throughout the NFL. Now all that remains is to wait. Because if this move materializes, it won't just be a pick. It will be a declaration of war.